Do you have a study that you look at or you cite consistently when someone's like, nah, veganism and plant-based is unhealthy? Like, is there a way you can say, like, almost like an elevator pitch, like kind of like slapping them, but with words?
Yeah. So there would be two that I go to. In 2017, there was a meta-analysis on vegetarian and vegan diets and health outcomes. Vegetarians had, I believe, a 25% lower risk of ischemic heart disease compared to meat eaters. The vegans specifically had a 15% lower risk of cancer compared to meat eaters. There were no risks there associated with either diet. And so that's kind of the accumulation of the data that we have. However, there's also a study done in the UK where they pooled a bunch of data looking at vegetarians and vegans compared to comparable meat eaters. So these weren't like super unhealthy meat eaters that they were comparing to. They're generally more healthy people. And they found that when you only look at long-term vegans and vegetarians, right? So this really trumps the argument. When you only look at the long-termers, those who weren't switching their diets during the study, they found that vegans and vegetarians had a lower risk. I think it was about a 14% lower risk of dying before age 75 than the meat eaters, and an 8% lower risk of dying before age 90 than the meat eaters. That is pretty astonishing, I think. That is one of the best studies that we have because they took that extra step to control for those diet switchers and people that are changing it up.
Would you say like the blue zones are a good use of like how plants can be good?
I think so, but we have to remember that yes, their dietary patterns are all similar, but they also have other lifestyle habits. They're regularly physically active. They have a good sense of community, relationships, all of that as well. So it's not just diet. So we have to kind of be careful of that.
Yeah.